Hey everyone, it's Mindy from simplymindy.com, and today I'm sharing my faux fireplace DIY. And here's all the measurements for the pieces of wood that I cut. And you may want to just screenshot this image so you have all those. So I'm starting here by making the base, what will be the base of the fireplace. So I have these two 2x4 pieces. And these are 36 inches, and then I'm going to attach these three smaller 2x4 pieces using pocket hole screws. And here I'm just showing you, I'm using 2.5 inch pocket hole screws to attach these pieces. So what I did was attach the two end pieces of the shorter 2x4s, and then I measured to make sure the third piece was centered. And here you'll see I realized that I couldn't attach the other 2x4 using the pocket hole screws because the space was too narrow. So here's what I did instead. I just took some 2.5 inch screws, just regular wood screws, and I ended up just attaching it that way. So each piece is attached using 2 of these screws straight through. So once the 2x4 pieces were all together, I added this piece of plywood, and this is 1/4 inch thick plywood, and this whole base measures 10 inches wide by 36 inches long. And I just attached this using my nail gun. So once I was done with the base, I started on the, I guess, mantle surround is what you would call it. It's just, this is a 1x8, and I have 2 of these at cut at 45 inches, and then this is a 1x4, and that's 21 3/8 inches. And I was just showing you there, I made pocket holes on both ends of the 1x4, and then just at the bottom of both 1x8 pieces, and that's how those are going to be attached to the base. And just a side note, if you are new to woodworking or you want to start woodworking, I would suggest this be one of the first tools you get. A Kreg Jig is what it's called. There are other brands. Kreg is the brand. There are other pocket hole jigs out there. This is just the one I have, but this just makes a lot of things much easier. So I would get this and a power saw as your first tools. So to patch up the holes from the nail gun, I use this wood filler, and I'm just using a putty knife, and all you do is spread it on really thin and wipe off any excess. And in addition to the holes, I also added wood filler to the front to fill in this gap where the plywood and the 2x4s meet. And I did that because I painted my base, so I wanted to get as smooth of a finish as I could. So here, after I had sanded the wood filler, after it was completely dry, sanded it down, and I'm painting it using a furniture paint in black. And then for the surround, I stained it, and I'm using a water-based wood stain, and I actually took a darker, it's called Java color stain, and I actually mixed it with some gray paint to give it a little bit of a more gray tone. And I thought I'd spare you having to watch me do the finishing process, but I did do 2 coats of a water-based polyacrylic on this after they were both completely painted and stained. So to attach everything, I'm using the 2.5-inch pocket hole screws again, and here's where the 1x8s will attach to the base using those screws. And all I did was line it up right with the back edge and just made sure the side was flush. And then here's the easiest way I found to attach these corbels, which I also stained to match the surround. They came with this keyhole hanger so you could attach it to a wall. So what I did was loosen up the screws that were in there just enough that it would come past the edge, and then I used a dry erase marker and just colored on the screw itself, and then I'll show you in a second. I'm just gonna press it right up against where I want it, and it'll leave a little mark where I'll drill my holes. So then I'm taking the same 2.5-inch wood screws, and I'm just going to screw it right through the back to attach the corbel. And finally, I'm adding the mantle, which is just a piece of 2x6, and this is 40 inches wide, so it comes out like 2 inches on each side. And I haven't figured out the best way to attach that to the top, so for now it's just sitting there. But it's sturdy and it's not going anywhere. Yeah, if you would, let me know what you think I should do to this inner part here that's just blank. I know it looks really plain, so I'm thinking of doing something there, but I'm not sure just yet. I've seen people do the wood slices and things like that. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.